Because he's got a useful super weapon for, killing bosses faster. RNG's been kind of a troll to me ever since I started practicing the other day, so wish me good luck. Yes, this is the first game by Yenta Creates. And thank you all for the luck. So the first stage doesn't have a lot of surprises. As you can see, when the little meter on the right is near the top, you can hold the up button down to give yourself a little extra speed boost. Momentum carries over from your robot mode charge back to the bike, so you can use that to preserve your top speed. And as you can see in the upper left there, you have a steadily depleting energy meter. So it's both your health and your timer. Landmines. Now, traveling around in bike mode is pretty risky because if you take a hit, you go flying over the handlebars no matter what you hit. But it's also by far the fastest form. So naturally, if I'm going fast, I want to be in bike mode as much as possible. And as you see right there, if you hit the wall, you skid like mad. There's definitely a lot of time that I could shave off of this if I put more time into practicing it. I want to veer a little bit to the right here so that you don't hit the dead end at the end of that tunnel. I still kind of did, but you can skid off to the side. Okay, here you end up fighting some guys, actual gun bikes, as in bikes with guns. Hey, Yogi. Hi, everybody else said hi. Oh, shit. I hit the steam shovel. Oh, that sucks. I haven't done that in a while. But here, you want to jump a little early so you have time to transform back so you can spring out and charge again. But another perk to transforming is you have massive damage reduction. You just kind of like... you just cannonball your way through stages, basically. And that is a gun pack. Refills your energy by seemingly a random amount. And that's stage 1, first boss time. My splits call this thing Insector, but it's actually something else. The gimmick for this fight is you have to keep knocking its legs down so you can hit the main body. If you hit the torso from just the right angle, you can get it in kind of a chain, but it's really tricky to pull off. Like if you hit the if you get it from like about here, there you go. You can get a couple hits on it. Sometimes you can hit the head when it's coming down from a jump, because the torso's animation kind of puts it there. Got another double tap in there. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go. That was good. Hitting the legs doesn't actually do any damage, though. There we go. He's dead. And then in its death throes, it fires its machine gun desperately into the air and just kind of falls apart. That went good. And in case you're wondering, the woman's voice you're hearing is actually GunBike. It has an AI. All three of them have AIs, but GunBike's is the one that talks the most and it has kind of a more human personality to it. Oh yeah, I like that boss. This is the Dragon Line. It is a big-ass highway stretch full of mine layer trucks, which you can just kind of ignore. Yeah, it's basically Kit. It's anime Kit. And this part is annoying. It's your first encounter with the rival GunBikes. You kind of have to hug this lane and transform with a little bit of a rhythm, because they're going to keep trying to sideswipe you. And if you fall behind, they're going to start shooting backwards at you. And it's really hard to avoid the shots. They actually will retreat a little bit sooner if you can damage them enough. I've only really done that once with, like, cheat codes, though. Eventually, this one biker's gonna go, Abayo. And they leave. And then, let's see if I can pull this trick off. For once. Yes! Right through the gates. Thank you for the update. This music is so badass in the tunnel. Oh, almost overshot the tunnel. So, like, this isn't a very mazy stage, but if you miss a turn, they're all angled in such a way it's really hard to get back on track. In case you're noticing, like, I'm skidding a lot, and this game has very loose controls. It's a pre-DualShock PS1 game. So, controls are a little rough sometimes. For the most part, though, you just want to just keep veering right. Except for, like, a couple parts where you don't. Fuck. Yeah, see, any damage when you're in bike mode, no matter how fast you're going, or how weak of a hit, you just fly out of the seat. That could be a pretty huge time loss. There's actually, like, a cap on it, though. If I do it again, you'll probably see the timer message. It says compulsive restart and counts down from 15 seconds. And if you fuck up badly enough that you fly off your bike, in a way that it takes more than 15 seconds to reach the seat again, it will actually teleport you back onto the bike. But I've never messed up bad enough for that to happen. Anyway, this is the best boss in the game, in my opinion. It's like the one that feels like it takes the best use of the setup. You might have been drunk when in. So, the first car on the attack train is pretty easy. I'm staying in rally mode because it's a little bit safer. Oh, and I fall off. I'm on easy mode, which is, yeah. Oh, wow! That sucked. So yeah, this thing alternates between firing its left and right guns. The back two cars only take 2 taps each to go down. The third car has a little bit more HP. Wow, this is sloppy as heck. Oh yes, and once in a while it will take a side tunnel. Most of the time the train just goes in a straight line. But if you let the fight drag out, it'll take little detours like this. And it does it a lot more often in harder difficulties. Oh, damn. Am I actually gonna die on the train? Oh, wow. I have never died to the train. Shit. Oh, this is bad. Okay, take 2. Sorry about that. This game has been trolling me hard the last 3 days. Hey, drum. Fuck. This is disastrous. Okay, there. There is a sweet spot here where, like, the missiles will just go over your head and you're too far over to the right for the gun to hit you. Hey, there we go. Okay. Well, that was bad. Anyway, that is my favorite boss in the game. This is my least favorite stage in the game. Luckily, they don't put the worst boss at the end of the worst stage. Level all over. Yeah, it's not a total loss. You got to see the game over screen. There's pretty hilarious stuff that can happen with that, too, because it doesn't show the game over message until you get back on your bike if you're knocked off. Oh, nice. The stupid little drone got in my way and broke my speed. So anyway, this is basically a gigantic aircraft carrier you're trying to make your way through. You want to try and hit the middle of the door so you're breaking both sides at once and building more meter. Anyway, that gave me a little bit of bonus energy. I think it actually is energy, since they're so consistent in misspelling it. There's like a little bit of dialogue in one of the endings where like, energy no Chikara. You'll probably notice on the left side there's like a rangefinder bar, and it's turning orange when I go the wrong way and green when I go the right way. It's like the easiest way to navigate your way through this place. All the corridors are really samey, and I'm bad at directions to begin with. Mess up all the doors. That's what they get for making annoying noises. So I didn't really go over much about, like, the transformations in this, because my nerves. But, obviously Speed Bike is the fastest form. It's the one you're going to use for crossing most of the maps as fast as possible. But this in-between mode, Rally Mode, offers sharper turning. And that's really useful for these indoor stages. And also, you don't fall off the bike if you're hit in Rally Mode. Robot Mode is the slowest, but it's also the only form you can attack in. Which, as you're seeing me using a lot of the power tackle. Like, the optimal way to get through this, most of it, is to go at top speed and then transform in mid-ride. There's also a little extension move where you kind of corkscrew off the end of the dash. I use that to clip through the guardrail in the second stage. And that's actually not like a glitch or anything, it's intentional. You have to do it to get through certain stages in the harder difficulties. And here's another part where you want to transform early. Crap. This part can be really annoying if you don't have enough speed going, because the mines come out with just enough frequency that you can kind of get trapped in place, like this. Here we go. And that was the worst stage of the game. This boss isn't so bad, but it does take a lot of time if you don't know the trick, and the trick is unreliable, because your gun is terrible. Crap. So yeah, the idea is you draw your gun and shoot that sea monster to provoke it into jumping on the deck sooner. If you're too far away, it spawns those things, and they just eat the shot. So, yeah. This fight goes a little bit faster with the girl, because she has a jump kick attack that's more powerful than regular melee nudging. Crap. I would what? I already forget what I saw. Said. Here we go. That's what you're supposed to do. So, back to circling the deck. Those little bugs don't really do anything, to be honest. They just kind of hang around. And as you can see, you turn really slow when you're trying to aim, so... the gun is pretty useless. It pretty much just speeds this fight up very slightly. Holy crap, the bugs actually attacked me? They usually just kind of hang around. Huh. I think this game just hates me today. Hey, Zeldia. Hey, Nintendo. Oh, it's dead. Okay, cool. I had totally lost track of how much health it had. And my alarm is going off. No speed bonus. Oh well. The run's not going good, but we can still have fun. We got a transforming motorcycle. How can you not have fun with that? Well, if I hit anything in this minefield, I'll be having very little fun. They're spaced out in such a way that if you hit one, you're going to hit all of them. I honestly have no idea what the hell that thing is. In the dialogue, they keep saying stingray over and over. I think it looks like a horseshoe crab. It looks organic, but the head opens up and has a gun inside. So, I don't know, anything goes. Let's take every wrong turn. Hey, Drickbane. These purple guys are kind of a joke, at least on this difficulty. On harder difficulties, they show up like in entire squads. And then again, I'm kind of sticking to rally mode inside here to be safe. I don't want to get flung off my bike every 5 minutes. This place is a little mazy, but there are worse. Get some safety life. Bam. 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 Oh my god, I actually did that right. Yeah, funny thing, this character in particular likes to yell "Gun" a lot, and you'll see "gun" appear on the combo meter, and it's like kind of an onomatopoeia play on words thing. Gan is kind of like a, like gan gan gan, you'll see it as a sound effect in comic books and stuff in Japan. So it's basically equivalent to him yelling BAM constantly when he smashes through stuff. And there's no shame in not knowing about this because it was Japan only. I wouldn't have known about it either if it weren't for that old Game Fan magazine. They had like an import game section and they spotlighted this one time. And I just like sat there staring at the artwork to go with it. Like years and years later, finally had a chance to play it thanks to PS1 emulation. It would be awesome to get like an actual hardware copy of it now, though. No, it was a Game Fan. It was kind of like Game Pro, but a little more amateurish. Like all the editors had like little cartoon avatars. I want to say they kind of wrote in character, but not really. Not cringingly. Ow. Oh, wow. This is... Ugh. Those drones make the most annoying sound. Nice. I think the same issue reviewed Zeta Gundam. That was actually the first time I ever heard of Gundam. This part, I used to always miss this turn. Because so much of the maze is just like kind of keeping you in the same straight general line. But you actually have to swing like a really far left. Okay. Well, that was pretty messy, but hey, worst boss. And yes, it's a speed run, but not a very good one at this point. My best time on this is a total of 39 minutes. So anyway, this boss sucks. She teleports from rooftop to rooftop. She usually moves on diagonal. Shoot. You can speed this up a little bit if you just nudge her instead of doing a full-on power tackle. She's more likely to like teleport to a different spot on the same rooftop if you do a light hit to her. But you wind up tanking a lot of damage in this fight because of her stupid lightning. One more hit. Take it! Stupid ghost girl. Okay. And now... I really hope the AI throws me a bone for this next one. In this part, your commanding officer has gone nuts and turned on you. Normally, the boss's AI is so aggressive, he can't stay away from you. There we go. There we go. The elite genius gunbiker. Commander No-No.
Ready.
Yes, he's really, really aggressive to the point of being a moron. This stage is pretty much just completely littered with enemies. And as you can see here, the follow-up to the dash actually has a kind of a homing effect to it, which is handy. Oh. Well, at least I got the quick kill on Major No-No. Maybe it's time for the twins to play nice, too. Yeah, it's very Excitebike. Oh boy. Wow, you guys are trolly. Good God. I feel like practice made me worse. Good God. I am genuinely sorry this is going so bad. This is Speed Power GunBike. Okay, we're basically done. You can more or less get through this part by just staying in this lane and going as fast as possible. The other bikers aren't as aggressive as usual, and this chase sequence doesn't go on for as long. There we go. So, coming up is the second to last boss. These two bikes combine into a super bike and fight you. This really highlights how bad the controls in this game are for, like, direct, like, one-on-one fights. If he does that wave attack, it's really bad. Because he's invincible while he does it, and it's stupid damaging. Yeah, if it had better controls, this would be amazing. Somebody kickstart that. Oh boy. Let's do this. Okay, let's... This is totally not helping. Wow, I am missing every... Normally you can knock off like a massive amount of his health if you can do that charge into him, but for some reason he decided he didn't want to do that. On the upside, the AI is just fucking random on this guy, and he keeps attacking the fence more than me. Oh, you know what makes it even better? If you leave him alone for too long, he'll heal. Normally what I would be doing on this guy, though, is you wail on him until he splits apart, and then you fire that cannon as you see them coming back together. His AI is not as predictable as the Major. But... there we go. Huh. And I'm skipping the cutscene, but there's a sad moment where GunBike dies. Or at least the AI on board it does. And it's very touching, and he yells in the rain, and... oh my... Jesus! Game, please! Holy crap! Holy hell! But no, that phrase is ikuwayo, it means let's go. So, this final boss, well, one, he's stupid powerful. If you get hit by that one beam. But, it's mostly a matter of sideswiping this tower a bunch of times while these things spin around and try to throw off your trajectory. I totally believe that theory, Shiner. I think GunBike is telling you not to play it. You haven't seen the crazy yet, though. The really magical part is coming up. Unless I die again, which is possible. almost there. You know, I actually kind of like the draining thing. There we go. Okay. So that is the final boss. And now... Astral Projection. I'm not really sure what goes on in this part. You just fly through space and try to take out little 2001 Space Odyssey slabs with your naked body. It's basically home free at this point. Yes, it's the live stream. So if anybody ever wanted to see Nestor from Howard and Nestor naked, you can. This is your game. I am really sorry that run went that bad, though. God damn. I don't think I've died to the train since, like, my first time through the game. All you have to do is tap it on the bumper 3 times, and it's like 3 times per car. But normally the way the fight with the big red mech goes is you kind of like wear on him until he does like the split thing to get away from you. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Space Odyssey. This is like barely interactive. I did actually succeed in hitting all the monoliths one time, and it doesn't affect anything. I thought that it was showing like the destruction of the galaxy because I didn't get everything, but no. This part pretty much plays out the same way. I wonder how many Chaos Emeralds I can catch in the next part. Yeah, I've been thinking about cutting this from the timing, because there's not really a lot you can do to affect it. Mine. No! I want to become supersonic. And time, because I have lost control. Well, I mean, I lost control a long time ago, but, of the game. So, yes. That was Speed Power GunBike. We're all gonna go live together in the sky. I guess I am still under 45. Huh. Anyway, thank you all for humoring me. Hope you all enjoy Iron Tank coming up next. I used to play that as a kid. I really loved it. I played like all the SNK war games with my dad.